Yeah, I'm just doing an update video of what's going on with my job. um, my sick note ran out. Well, come to an end. That's probably a better way of putting it. I had 2 weeks for sick note, so I phoned the office where I work and I said I'm ready to return back to work. So they have to do like a return to work forum thing. So the manager rung me and she said that the client doesn't want me to go back there, and it was like relief. It was, it was like, because I know now I never have to see him again. I'm not going to get attacked off him ever again. Where the police come out and everything. I don't have to deal with him swearing, getting aggressive, trying to kick me in the head, which everyone thinks was acceptable. And the best part of it is the other staff advocate to increase his medication, which increases his aggression. And it's been upped since I've been off sick, but it's been upped since. So all them times he was attacking me, that was the lower medication. Now he's on the higher one, and they have to deal with it. I don't. I'm not going back. So, out of spite, they've actually shot themselves in the foot, and it makes me feel so good inside. They have to deal with shit. They're going to get attacked, they're going to get swore at, they're going to get drinks thrown at them, because that's what he does. He's what's the word? A coward. So he throws things, because if you throw things, you can't then walk up to him and then hit him and defend yourself, because that's not defending yourself, is it? But if he hits you and you block, you're allowed to do that and push him and things like that. They have to deal with all that, and I don't. And it's their own doing. And my mate was saying that they won't even realise that it's their own doing, and he's bob on right. They're so thick. I tried my best to help the guy. I did my best caring for him. Every single day, home cooked meals from scratch. Trying to get him healthier, trying to motivate him going to the gym, but another staff member sabotaged that. I may as well go into that, because it's this guy's fat. This guy sits in his chair, watches TV all day, doesn't move from his seat, and by some miracle, me and this other staff member convinced him to go to the gym. Oh my god, that's a big deal if you ever went. So the next day I phoned them, they said yeah, come and have a look. So the next day we're ready to have a look. This other staff member, she's the one who ups his medication, she's the one who advocated for upping the medication. She's a bitch, she's evil, she's horrible, and she has to deal with his behaviour now, which is brilliant. I hope he fucks her up. True talk. She's horrible. But we're ready to go to the gym, and then she was like, "You're not going in my car." Proper just sabotaged it. And then these are her words. This is how you know it's a sabotage. Her own words, which was, "I've never been to a gym. I'll never go to a gym in my whole life, and even just the thought scares me." Actual words. I've got it recorded on my phone because she was being weird. Oh, I might have deleted. Yeah, I think it might have deleted. I hope I still got it, because it was freaking brilliant. Yeah, sabotage. So then that's the gym thing out the window. Then she got his dose upped, and now he don't want me to go. So I don't have to deal with that. The only negative is I ain't got a job. I'm still with the company, but if they can't find another client, that's it. So then there's that to deal with, which it hasn't sunk in, because the relief of not having to deal with that hellhole takes precedent. That was the whole point. I was off, and the stress in my mental state was just so bad, and that's kind of been lifted because I don't have to go back. I never have to see that guy again. Like, see what I mean? The relief. But yeah, just got to get by somehow. It is what it is. If I lose the house, I lose the house. If I'm on the street, I'm on the street. If it comes to that, it comes to that. You know what I mean? But I never have to see him again. At least I don't have to deal with being assaulted. You know? What a horrible... It's like... I don't know, it's like a separate place. It's like literally walking into hell. It's just like a cesspit. Everyone's in on it. Do you know what I mean? Basically, what it I've been analysing it, and what it comes down to is you've got the day staff and you've got the night staff, and they hate each other. It's like day staff versus night staff. I don't know why. It's just silly. It's pathetic. But they all love it. They all love the bickering. So fuck them. Leave them to it. I was both at one time. I did days and nights. I didn't care. I'll take any shift you throw at me. So I'm on both teams, which was good. But then, as it started getting more bitchy and clicky, you know, once you're in the click, and I kind of just distanced myself, backed off, didn't really speak. Well, I'm not interested. Do you know what I mean? And the day staff. See, this is how I found out who was in the right. You know, day staff hate night staff. Who's the winning team? Who's the good guys? Well, the day staff turned on me basically. The night staff didn't. They didn't care that I distanced myself more. I just do my own thing. You know what I mean? That's what the night staff did. We just did our own thing. You know, if you like, one of you was on awake, one of you's on going to sleep. And then if there's any problems, the waker wakes you up, and then you sort it out and go back to bed. But a lot of people just stayed up all night chatting, or stayed on your phone, played some games, went to bed. You did your own thing. So me distancing myself, it honestly didn't matter to them. I was just doing my own thing. They were happy for that, because then I'm out the way, I went straight to bed. They do their own thing. Who cares, you know what I mean? They sat all night playing games on the phone. They loved it. Day staff, oh my god, they turned on me so bad. Even the client's mum was like getting aggressive with me, and I'm like, what the hell? She was getting aggressive, so I walked away. Didn't say a word. She followed. Still going, so I said, please don't come near me, you know, I don't want to speak to you. She phoned the office, and the office sent me home, and then everyone was saying I've never heard anyone be sent home before. And the girl I was on shift with, she emailed in saying it was all, what the hell, basically. I even saw the email and saw her send it, so I know it's not bullshit. You know, I got sent home for nothing, basically, for just wanting to be left alone. That's the kind of cesspit that it is. I don't have to deal with it anymore. You see why it's relief? You know, I've lost money because I ain't got work, but I've gained my mental health. Do you know what I mean? My peace of mind until the next trial. But I think that is probably the worst, because it was everyone. You know, the day staff turned on me, man. They were phoning the office left, right and centre, complaining about bullshit. You know, they were like how violent and aggressive he is, the client. One of them phoned in saying that I hog the TV remote and watch what I want to watch, and I was just like, I'm pretty sure, right, if I picked up that TV remote and put on what I wanted, don't you think the client would kick off, knowing how violent and aggressive he is? Yes, he would. You know what I mean? It's silly. They were just making bullshit up. But I think the client, because a manager phoned the client, I think the day staff have been, you know, demons in his ear, you know, chipping in, saying things so he doesn't want me back. You know, leave them to it. That's what I actually said to the manager. That was another thing. She was very strange, because She said, "Oh, that he doesn't want you back." So I was like, "All right, fair enough." And I moved on with the conversation, and she went back to it. Oh, just wait a minute. You know how we? These are like her own words. She's like, "You know how he doesn't want you back. How does that make you feel?" It was like, you know what I mean? She's in on it. She just wants to see me down in the dumps, but I was just like, yeah, just leave them to it. Like, there was no response. And these type of people, these narcissists and bitches and evil people, they want to see you down, and when you give them no emotion, it angers them. It makes them feel a type of way. Do you know what I mean? But the reason I had no response, because you spring something like that on, basically you've lost work, you've lost your job, you've lost your income, you've got that, and then instantly the relief come within a millisecond. It was like honestly, I felt down and I had no energy, and my energy came up. It was like, so that was what was bringing me down, the thought of going back there, and now I don't have to. The relief overtook the worry of not being able to pay my bills. Who gives a shit about that anymore? You know, the state of the world, who gives a fuck? It's getting to the point where I'm not the only one. I think there's a lot of people in the next few years that are going to have nothing left to lose. And that's when people do what they want when there's nothing left to lose. And they say what they want. You know, and if you're getting all cocky, they're going to hit you because they've got nothing left to lose. The only reason people don't stand up against bullies and stuff is because the bullies are the managers, and they've got this like power over you that they, you know, you say anything, you lose your job. But once you've got nothing left to lose, these bullies are fucking nothing, and you watch them crumble in front of you. And it's funny because they're bullying you. You've got nothing left to lose because they've took everything from you. You stand up for yourself. They fucking become the victim. And it's funny because everyone watched you get bullied. Everyone literally stood there and watched and did nothing. But when you stood up for yourself, they will fucking turn on you like you're the bully. And they're the victim. That is how weak people have become. It's you against everyone. That's what I've found in my life. People will be bullying you for years. They'll see it. They'll watch it. They'll do nothing because they're scared. The second you stand up for themselves and the bully crumbles and cries, "Oh, rush round the bully. Oh, they're the victim. You're bad." You know, you got to watch your back out there. You know, you got to be ready to go. You know, you versus 10. You got to be ready to go. If you know what I'm saying. You got to be prepared. You know, the bullies, everyone's scared of the bully, even when they're down. Even when you win. It's not like you're the new... I know you see on the films like, oh, he's the new bully, yay! You know, it don't work like that anymore. Because bullying's not physical anymore. Bullying's this little bickering, bitchy, sly little behind the scenes sabotaging. That's new bullying. Everyone can see it, but they don't mention it because it's not physical. And when you stand up for themselves, it's like they act as if it's like an overreaction. Oh my God, she did nothing. He did nothing, and you've attacked them. Oh, look at them now. They're crying. Oh, It's like you literally watched them bully me for years and did nothing. That's why you got to be ready to go. You know, if they come in your face, you got to be ready to go to defend yourself legally. If you know what I'm saying. You know, it is not a nice world out there, I'm telling you. But that's where I'm at the minute. It's relief, it's worry, it's I don't know what's going to happen next. But I don't have to see that guy ever again. I don't have to get attacked physically and everyone cover it up and be on his side anymore. It's relief. You know, and then what makes me smile and rub my hands together is they have to deal with that now because I've been there like over a year, and basically one of the staff members saying that the client, literally picks on one person and focuses 100% on them. You know, but I'm gone, and he needs someone to focus on. It's one of them. You know, they upped the medication because they knew that. That's why they did it. Is because it's entertainment. Seeing him physically attack me is entertaining. But I'm gone, so that physical attack comes back on them, and it's their own doing. Ha ha ha. Ha ha, get good. I just can't wait to read about it in the paper, saying, you know, blah 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 attacks his own carers, you know, causes severe permanent damage. That's what I'm going to read about in the papers, and it serves them right. Seriously, you know, the things they put me through, you know, it's not normal to start, and it's just spiteful and nasty. And what's the point? Like, there was a time when work was all right. You know, he'd have his half an hour verbal chipping in the morning, and then he'd be good for the rest of the day. That's manageable. But to then advocate to increase his medication so he gets physically aggressive, we have police incidents. You know, people are getting hurt in the process because obviously he's bad on his balance. They're holding him up while he's trying to attack me. Don't even ask. You know, people are hurt in the back, holding him up whilst he's trying to attack me. See, it's weird. It's a very weird situation, isn't it? It's just when you're in there, you don't see it, but when you take a step back, it's like, what the fuck? Is that even legal? No, it's not. But yeah, I'll just have to keep you updated on what's going to happen now. I don't want to work ever again. That's me done. I've done my bit for society. What I put up with. Do you know that the government who fund that client, it costs £1 million a year to keep him breathing, and all he does is violently, aggressively attack people, and the government are chucking £1 million a year because the medication, paying for the staff, all his house upgrades he gets, and medications and everything paid for. His money, because obviously he gets paid for being ill. £1 million a year for a piece of shit like that, for a horrible person like that. But he's got the staff to support him being horrible. They're all horrible. He's horrible. Leave him to it. You know, what more can I say? What a horrible place to work.